Hi, I am Mica, Francis's mother, and I am here to make a video in response to a Mr. Eric. I had contact with him. Mr. Eric had reached out and said that he was willing to help our family if we needed any help for an investigation. When he sent me a private message, I had saw it, but I didn't respond to it because a lot of people were reaching out to the family and we were overwhelmed with it. And I personally was not in a place where I could respond, okay? So when I got to that place in my healing and my counseling and all that stuff, it was on August the 6th, I reached out to everyone on Facebook and said, look, there was an investigator, some guy from Florida. He had reached out. Does anybody know who this could be? And everybody started blowing me up, saying, it's this person. Could it be this person? And pretty soon, within minutes, it was like, oh, it's Eric Z out of Florida. I was like, thank God, that's the one, that's the one. So I reached out to him. I found his information. I reached out to him on the 6th at 11:43 in the afternoon. And I just kept reaching out, blowing up his phone. At 4:45, he responded to me. And my notes, see, I have notes. I keep notes. I'm very, very detailed on my notes. So I say here, it was a Wednesday. Mr. Eric made contact with me by text because I had texted and called his cell. We are talking tomorrow after my counseling appointment. He said he had already did an investigation and spoke with Michael, which is Micah's father. I did not know this. I had no clue that he had had any interaction with any of my family. Okay? Michael Francis did not tell me this. Michael Francis didn't tell any of us this. I asked if he told me what he had done. He said he had gone there. He had done an investigation. There was nothing he could do. They didn't find anything because the people there, the witnesses, had been talked to so many times, they were scared to talk. He said that the investigation was such a muck and the whole area was just, there's no way that their team could get a proper investigation done. That broke my heart, okay? But I didn't stop. I continued to beg him. Believe me, I begged him. I cried to this man because I had respect and I was honoring him and respecting him, and I was begging. You talk about a mother crying. I was crying and begging, Mr. Eric, could you please come back and do a second investigation? Please. I asked if he had seen the pictures from the morgue. He said he hadn't seen them, but that he did know about them. He just didn't request them out of respect. I asked him to send me an agreement to sign so that we could have confidentiality. He said he would email me, and then he said email him and he'll send me something. And then in parentheses, I said, God, I am so excited about tomorrow. Please bless this man. Then at 3:30, Eric Z emailed me the forms, and I signed them and sent them back. Okay? The next day, on the 8th, which is a Thursday, August the 8th, talked with Eric. It says, Eric told me, go to the license board of ME because she did not do her duty as an ME. Yeah, she did not. There was no autopsy done for my daughter. Yeah, they major screwed up in North Carolina. He confirmed that. Because no autopsy was done, poor investigation done, that his office, his group, they can't do anything anymore. There's nothing that they could do. It would be a waste of time for him to bring his team back and do a second investigation at the location where Micah's body was found because it was so messed by the North Carolina Police Department. There had been too many people in and out, blah, 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 blah. Then Eric said he's willing to answer any questions. He's willing to guide me if I need it, but that they can do no more. So I have not messaged him. I have not spoken to him. I have not done anything since August the 8th. So today, imagine my surprise when I wake up to Mr. Eric Z talking trash about me, saying that I was leaking information, that I was leaking secret, classified, through the, according to our settlement or whatever, that I was doing wrong and saying wrong things. The only thing that I'm not allowed to talk about is the money. That's it. That's the only thing I'm not allowed to talk about. I can say that JP's ugly and his mama dresses him funny, and he can't do nothing about it. Straight from the attorney, right? Those are words, right? So don't come at me as a mother, a heartbroken mother who has finally found my voice, and I'm finally reaching out to say, what's going on? What can we do for justice for my daughter? You better come at me loaded. You got it? Come at me with the right information. And yesterday, I leaked nothing. That USC 2261, that was on Fitz News, brother. That was on Fitz News. I was sitting on a live podcast yesterday for the first time in my life, talking about my daughter, blessings, and how beautiful she was. And then this live came on, and then I watched live the feds raiding JP's house. And then that was it. And then you want to come at me? You better be ready. You better be ready, and you better know you better know your stuff, because from what you've been saying this morning, you do not know what you're talking about, brother, Mr. Investigator, Mr. I've got a license and I'm a professional, and you're going to attack a mother, a grieving mother? Have you lost your damn mind? So don't come at me. Don't come at me unless you're ready, and you better bring a truckload with you. That's all I got to say. So thank you to all of you that have helped my family and have been there for my family and are helping us to seek justice. Thank you. Thank you. Because this is all about Mica. Folks have got their minds on other things. We need to bring it back to ground zero. This is about Mica. So thank you, and I love you all. Ciao. Mwah.